The downfall of Fortnite Mobile is caused by none other than Epic Games themselves. At least, this is what I would like to say. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about the story of money, greed and ego that has led to the end of one of the most loved games in all of mobile gaming. A game that has changed many lives in both good and bad, and undeniably made history. It all started in 2017 when Fortnite was first released. It has become very popular in a very short time and became a world sensation. Fortnite was trending on all of social media, and it has also reached a wider group of people, even beyond the typical gamers and 5-year-old kids that have nothing to do. Fortnite was talked about even in one of the biggest worldwide presses. Many people that became popular because of Fortnite have been invited to big American talk shows, and gaming was finally revealed to people all around the world, with many people realizing that gaming is not just fun anymore, and it helped people to see that there are possible life-changing opportunities. However, if you are interested in content about mobile games, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. 99.6% of you aren't subscribed, so thank you so much and enjoy the video. At this time, Epic Games came up with an idea to make their games cross-platform and truly address all of gamers. Early after the game was released on iOS devices on March 12, 2018. Finally, Android beta was released on August 9, 2018. Fortnite Mobile immediately received a lot of great reviews and was loved by the community. The only concern about the mobile version was its performance, but iOS and Apple had handled it very well. It was updated very often and the overall performance was very good. After the release of newer Apple devices, players were able to play with 120 FPS during all of the early to mid-game, even though the performance took a sharp turn in the late game. But still, the FPS were around 60 in late game moving zones. However, players had to lower their graphics to nearly the lowest, and this caused the gaming experience to be not that good. Despite its limitations, mobile players started to get better and play Fortnite more professionally. Platform cash caps contributed to this. Mobile players were only matched up against other mobile players, Xbox and PlayStation players, and lastly Nintendo players. These opponents were actually very playable, and mobile players had a much higher chance of beating them than the PC players. In this time, mobile players started to develop their own techniques and style of playing the game. In many aspects, it was very similar to control players. The gameplay was in fact very basic. Mobile players were playing a more defensive play style, with only simple editing, right-hand peeking, and very good Windows edits. More and more players started to using more than classic two fingers that helped in building and editing. This concept was very similar to the claw style on controllers. Fortnite Mobile became very popular due to other content creators praising their skills. A lot of videos about PC players reacting to mobile players were released, and it helped to grow the excitement in the mobile community. More and more players became good at the game and started playing tournaments. With better devices and more players playing of Fortnite Mobile, the community became quite big. Videos about mobile Fortnite has had hundreds of thousands of views, and slowly it began to be a huge part to all of gaming content creation and mainly Fortnite content creation. Mobile players became a top level even on the esports scene. Many players had their first earnings in small tournaments, and many players were able to qualify to FNCS, the biggest series of tournaments in those times. Not only did they qualify, they played very well for the mobile gamer and were able to win very big prizes. Many players started to do well in the Fortnite, and the mobile player base was growing exponentially. However, not everything is going to turn out well for Fortnite Mobile. Even though the performance on iOS devices was fairly good, this wasn't the case for the Android devices. The only device that could run Fortnite at a decent level were Samsung's main series of phones. There were no big enough tablets to play on that could potentially run Fortnite, like iPads on the Apple side. Even though playing on mobile was possible and there were good players, playing on a tablet was objectively so much better, but this wasn't the only thing to worry about. After Epic Games failed to bring a new payment system onto games that are on the Apple Store, we all could see a lot of stuff coming. Apple wasn't very happy about Epic Games' actions and they decided to put the app down from the Apple Store. The cause of Epic Games implementing the new payment systems was just to make more money. Because of this, they didn't have to pay a 30% cut to Apple for transactions made on Apple Store. Everything of this happened because of Apple not allowing iOS users to install apps from third-party stores. This means that you can't download Apple Launcher like you can on Android devices. You can download from Google Play as well. You need to go to an internet browser and download it from Epic Games. Players were still able to play the game, but Epic Games couldn't update it. To this day, Epic and Apple didn't find any agreement and Fortnite Mobile on iOS is still down. As I said, playing on Android is pretty much impossible and this led to the ultimate downfall of Fortnite Mobile. Even though there are some ways to play Fortnite through a cloud system like Nvidia, it isn't very good at all. But still, there is a hope of Fortnite coming back to iOS because of the European Union. New orders from the EU forbids any of mobile brands blocking any other app stores. There are the requirements Apple has to meet in the next 6 months, or they will have to pay 25% of their revenue to the European Union. For Apple, it is definitely not worth it, and almost certainly we will see other app stores on iOS devices. There is a very big chance that we will get Fortnite Mobile back on track and that Epic Games will start to care about Fortnite Mobile again. We can potentially see more performance updates and many content creators coming back to the game and making the mobile community great again. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave like and subscribe and I will see you in the next video.